Hello traders, today is January 27th. This is Alla Peters, founder and trader of Alpha Wave Trader method that I demonstrate in our day trading room on S&P and oil futures. But our graduates trade on any instrument, from Forex to stocks to options, from range, monthly, daily, weekly. Because guess what? Formula remains the same. But before we go into discussion about what Alpha Wave Trader is so about, please spend time reading US government required disclaimers, and it is absolutely essential and critical to recognize the risks involved in trading. So let's start. What makes Alpha Wave Trader method so different? You will never see any software programs, no indicators of any kind. If you are still in this stage where you like flashy, exciting things popping up on your chart, I must tell you, this is all you will ever see in Alpha Wave Trading Room. This is all you need to know. This is what tells you the power, the weakness, the correction, the retracement, the trend inception, time to stay out from the market, time to enjoy powerful structure. So, will indicator ever tell you to stay out when market is doing this? If you know how to trade pure price action, you would know. Would any indicator ever tell you to catch the very powerful collapse to the downside here? Stay out here, catch collapse here. Very powerful bearish inception of the trend that started pre-market in Alpha Wave Traders Club. That's what we discussed this morning. Short, short, short oil now before it's too late. Where did oil continue to collapse? All the way here. And that's what's incredibly powerful and incredibly critical to recognize. Where the trend inception is, which is right here in front of you, and where the flopacino is, which is right here as well. When you see this, you walk away from computer. You don't play Vegas because you are disciplined, courageous, and selective trader. You know when not to trade flopacino. So, what happens after I see that price tell me trend inception or continuation of the trend, which is either wave 1 or wave 3? It's that simple. You simply apply Fibonacci levels for profit taking. Let's take a look what happened on the trade we had taken in trading room on S&P 8 range. Where did this trade from 1787 had ended? How predictable! Know your levels, know what not to enter into, and know where to take profits off the table. And all you need is pure price, and you will know where these levels are. Don't matter what you trade. And that's what you will see on other examples. Dave, is anybody else has sound problem? My old system showing stable. You may need to adjust your setting. So ladies and gentlemen, please confirm. Is everything else clear? Awesome. So Dave, pretty please adjust your settings. So why in the world is S&P collapsing? Because if you know Alpha Wave Trader method, you would completely expect that. Precision and simplicity is the key. This is one of the most powerful bearish formations we had seen since July 2010. We're monitoring this incredibly carefully, as this may be the most exciting bearish formation we had seen since forever, because I will highlight to you, if you knew Alpha Wave Trader method, where you would have been buying S&P, which would have been in July 2009 at 900 area. It is that simple. And that is the structure. This would have been on bullish rally, your first target, your second, and this where the fun had started to begin. So this is not to be ignored. The most powerful and critical structure we had seen since July 2010. So buckle up, it could be an incredibly exciting year. I love the powerful structure, I love the inception of the trend, and we are monitoring this in our education and our Alpha Wave Traders Club daily. So that's all there is. Enter markets using market structure, exit markets using Fibonacci levels, and you can trade any instrument in any time frame. As long as you recognize the risks involved, as big as the time frame, big as the targets, big as the stops, it's critical to recognize and not to ignore that it's only up to you to identify what speaks to you, to your risk taking, to your psychological comfort. Absolutely essential. So let's take a look at the reality of the markets, as I've been doing this forever. Frankly, it started as a hobby many years ago. When I was incredibly naive, I came to the land of milk and honey, United States of America, which I still think is a land of milk and honey. But I became more and more perplexed by market not really caring about the news, meaning there's so many times you would see bullish news, or there's so many times you see incredibly powerful fundamentals, but price is collapsing, or vice versa. So let's take a look and let's talk about one of the biggest reasons why so few traders succeed in this market. Because most traders come to the markets with incredibly exciting idea. Give me the software, give me the indicator, it looks so awesome, I just want to play this video game. But what happens? If you ever worked with programmers, with software developers, you recognize each and every indicator is delayed. Each and every indicator, when you browse the charts, show you incredibly powerful formations, but when you trade it in real life, it doesn't work like that. By the time you enter long, the indicator showing you to go short, and vice versa. One of the latest indicators I used probably last time 12-15 years ago was moving averages crossovers. MACDs, those are moving averages that are plots on the charts after the price made a move, which is awesome and fantastic when markets are trending, right? But what happens when markets are in consolidation? So the reality of the markets, the move you had witnessed today on S&P hardly happens. It happens only 20% of the time. So this structure that looks incredibly powerful 20% of the time, because trend is formed, not 100% of the time. 80% of the time market moves in consolidating structure. So if you know what the instrument is telling you, you would know incredibly well to stay out, because this was ranging formation on S&P, because our trade had reached reversal zone and then was deciding to continue further down or not. No indicator on the planet will tell you that. And that's one of the most critical components of successful trading, to know when to stay out of the fluff. So that remains the key, and it only takes experience for the trader to recognize that. So this is one of the charts. Actually, this weekend I received one of the emails with a chart similar to this. And frankly, I look at this and I'm asking myself, why? Why in the world would anybody want to look at this? What do you see here besides different colors? Where is the meaning? What are you, trader, paying attention to? The most important alphabet of the market is here in the structure, but it's completely cluttered by endless arrows. by endless stochastics, reversals, brackets, volumes, God knows what. Why, oh why, if all you need is price? And you would know where to take profits off the table. This was the rally that again we discussed in our education room pre-market from this level. And this is where it ended. Price tells you that. No indicator ever will. So, bottom line is, if you found the indicator that works, it will work only on certain instrument and certain time frame. There is not an indicator, not a software that I've ever came across that works on every instrument and every time frame. And I'm always open. If you found one, I'd love to see it. Pretty please, show it to me. Price remains the same. It doesn't matter if you're looking on monthly, weekly, daily, whatever it is. So there we go. That's what defines these very, very critical levels. What am I witnessing on S&P? I'm witnessing that price is telling me that S&P is heading to 1724.75. This is alpha wave trader method Fibonacci levels that identifies the end of the bearish trend that started here. All right? This is the most critical level in the market structure, decision point 1. It doesn't matter what you trade, what instrument and what time frame. I expect the ride on S&P to be pretty bumpy, to take a bit of a pause at 1760, a bit of a pause at 1755, and eventually this is where we will see pretty serious buying pressure. But based on the current structure, price will do a lot of dance and will continue much lower down. Second target 1684.50 and price currently pointing down to 1600 and all the way to 1500. Again, it is a stepping stone. Respect and understand the price moves. What price will do at 1760. This is where you observe for alpha wave trader method, critical for rules. Does the price have enough juice? Based on this current structure, absolutely. Price will continue down with potentially a bit of a flop, a bit of a chop, ultimately drastically lower, but the most critical level will remain the end of the minor trend. Decision point 1. So this is daily chart. This is what our options graduates trade. This is one of my favorite charts. This is very, very classic and very, very clear. It's going to be bumpy to the downside, but if we're not going to find enough buyers here, ouch, my next chart will be monthly and it could be quite an interesting year. So there we go. That's what price is telling me currently. In the trading room, that's all you will ever see. Entry, stop, target, and Fibonacci level. What is Fibonacci? Fibonacci is magnificent symmetry in this world that surrounds us in absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. And if you're still not convinced that nothing in this world is random, just look around. Why does human body has such a magnificent symmetry? Why there is symmetry in the flowers, in dance, in music, in waves, in nature, in everything that surrounds us? It's exact same formula in price. That simple. Exact same identical formula in price. So when I started discovering the price has incredibly predictable moves, I started analyzing the structure. And that's how I came across Fibonacci. And this is all we use in alpha wave trader method. I only use Fibonacci numbers 5, 8, 13, and 21. This is the charts I trade for demonstration of the method in our trading room. 5 is the smallest range chart that I would trade on S&P or bonds. I would never trade 5 on oil. The stops and targets are the smallest. Bigger the time frame, bigger the targets. We have a couple of graduates who love to trade 21, 34, 55, 89 on options. These trades may go on for a few hours, few days. The target on 55 and stop will be 11 times bigger than the target and stop on 5 range. All the stops are very, very determined by price. So, ladies and gentlemen, please fit to screen Michael on your chart. Is anybody else has a problem? Good. So sometimes, Michael, if you have lower upload speed, images can get funny, so click fit to screen. So there we go. This is how I see the price, and this is what I teach in the course. It's that simple. Can you count till 5? If the answer is yes, then you can learn the method. 5 shows you very, very clearly major trend formation. In the course you learn to trade wave 1, wave 3, wave 5. In the course you learn to stay out of wave 1 and wave 3. That wave 4. Sorry, corrective wave 2 and wave 4. You learn to trade inception of the trend wave 1, and you learn to trade continuation of the trend wave 3. If you're ever acquiring a position on the wave 2 and wave 4, you're simply super duper aggressive trader. And it's very, very important to recognize that when you do that trade. So, this is a classic market structure. Here is a NASDAQ. In the past, when I opened trading room, we traded anything and everything. NASDAQ, YM, gold, Russell. Russell is what I developed my method on, what I traded for years. And finally, we zeroed in on S&P and oil because they're incredibly complementary of each other. So, and we're constantly educating our traders about the importance of trading to become master of one instrument before you become master of many, which a very few traders are. The key to know your instrument, your instrument's behavior, and they drastically different, S&P and oil. And we'll talk about it in detail, especially when you come to the trading room. You will see that. So there we go. What happens when markets are ranging? What happens when markets give very, very small waves? Are there trades in this market? Absolutely. As long as you play by the rules, as long as you replace the wave structure, the answer is yes, yes, yes. Enjoy the rally and enjoy the very small formations. The rally you witness, collapse you witness today on oil S&P is an exception, not the rule. Trading smaller ranging markets is where ultimate test of patience and discipline remains the key. So this is a picture perfect example of the ranging market. This is exactly where oil hourly currently is. So what I loved this morning when we came to the markets, Scott A., he just joined the education course last week. He already sees, he already knows we were here this morning. He said, ouch, what a torture. How painful is this? Because the students who just learning the method didn't have chance to catch the inception of the trend we discussed in the graduate room, Alpha Wave Traders Club. And once you miss that inception of the trade, you're in a bit of a pain, stuck here. And pay attention to why, or why. Let's analyze. Because the price respected decision point 2 giving us this very, very worthless and weak ranging formations. And what is the price doing right now? What has it reached? Pretty please tell me. All the levels drawn on Friday morning. Friday, last time I looked at the chart, was about 12 EST. Price reached Fibonacci levels The first time this spectacular oil short came to reversal zone, what has happened? That entire hour oil had not done anything. The buyers started stepping in. This is what you learn in the course. If you want to remain conservative, you do not acquire trend position at ultimate Fibonacci trend exhaustion levels. Bad idea, and I will show you multiple examples. Knowledgeable trader knows when to stay out. If you're selling here, be prepared for corrections, reversals, anything may happen. And that's when oil structures started dying quite a bit. If you traded oil, you would know. That's exactly what started happening when that area was reached. There we are. So, once you spend time studying the price without indicators, if one thing you learned here, I highly encourage you to do that. But I'm also frankly surprised how addicted traders are to indicators, how depending this is. You'll be amazed how liberating that feeling is when you just look at the price and you know everything you need to do. So the trending markets occur 20% of the time, and that's exactly what happened on oil and S&P today, correct? But price still respected Fibonacci levels. Price still reversed at those very, very critical levels once most powerful trends had reached. Very, very powerful structure. Correct? S&P still heading further down. And oil found the reversal. This is what we'll use in our day trading room for trend structure before we ever take a trade. This is a guiding light, and this is what tells you when to enjoy trend inceptions or trend reversals, and then you trade smaller time frames. And again, if you're trading daily, you're paying attention to weekly. If you're trading weekly, you're paying attention to monthly. That's all there is. So, the most critical wave in the market structure on any instrument as any time frame is quiz time. Does anybody know what that is? Thank you, Toby. Great. Awesome. The way I see the price, the way I developed my method, wave 3 is mucho power, awesome, greatest wave of all. Do you know why? Look on this structure, because even if trend is minor, the price would still form 3 waves. Even if the trend is minor, even if major trend is not present, the price would still form 3 waves. Make sense? And pay attention to, if you don't know what wave 3 is and you're buying somewhere here, ouch. Not a good idea. You could be buying at reversal zone, or you could be selling at decision point 2, which is exactly where oil weekly right now had found sellers. Do you see this dance? Do you see how precise this level is? Let's recap. Based on Alpha Wave Trader method, you had opportunity on oil weekly to short from 108. First target, what has price done when price came to decision point 1? Reversal for about 200 ticks, but price also spelled out to us very, very clearly. It has enough juice to continue further down. This was the slowest 2 months on record. This was a massive chop around November, when we had more trades on S&P than we had on oil, for all the reasons completely expected, because price came to decision point 2, the least important level in the market structure. Only 20% of the time the trend ends here. And here it is. You're seeing something incredibly important, the depth and precision of these levels. But take a look at this magic formula. What have you been witnessing on oil daily? As I just was reviewing over the weekend the charts, with one of our very, very recent student who keeps telling me how much she loves looking at the charts because she loves to trade options. I'm referring to Sarah. So take a look at this dance. Precision, simplicity remains the key. No indicator on the planet will tell you to the tick where these levels are. Only price will. Oil daily, very, very critical buying area on oil daily was around 93.50 area. Price, we were in the room when we were watching this, price hardly took a pause at this level, which is incredibly unusual. It was such a powerful bullish rally, it blasted through to the tick, collapsing here, and that's where the price danced between the levels. So that's all there is, as you could see. The formula remains the same. It doesn't matter what instrument, doesn't matter what time frame. Choice is yours. What's appropriate for you? Your psychological comfort and your account size. So again, wave 3 is a dream wave. It's always present. Just know not to enter at the end. You are asking for trouble. Here's a couple of examples and I look forward answering your questions. Classic, beautiful, magnificent Euro 3 minute. Reminder, stay out of the wave 2, enjoy the rally. Wave 3, ignore wave 4. If market gives you floppuccino, you go get cappuccino. You don't trade the fluff. And here's wave 5, reminding you how critical it is when to stay out. Very flappy, very cumbersome oil structure. Respecting the levels highly, reminding you inception of the trend, and very, very powerful wave 3. And nothing good happens if you're trading at the end of wave 3. Google 1 minute. This is the cleanest classic structure of any instrument you can ever witness. This is classic, this is clean, 5-wave major trend, as vanilla, as plain as it gets ever. So there we go. Alpha wave trader method based on 2 key concepts: pure price action for entry, Fibonacci for exits. No software, no indicators. Trade any market, any time frame. In the course, in the group sessions, we concentrate on S&P and oil. If you sign up for the mentoring course, we concentrate on whatever instrument you choose. The waves, the structure is for everything. Trend is trade. That's what gives you high probability entries, high probability targets, and shows you areas of inherent danger, which is exactly what oil is doing right now. So if you trade 1 hour, this is your ultimate target. If you trade range chart, this is the area you don't want to enter a trend position. What time frame do you trade? Formula remains the same. Just like oil had ended at this level, that's where S&P 8 range had ended. Exact same formula. Doesn't matter what instrument, what time frame. So, in Alpha Wave Trader community, we have 3 different areas of interaction, and trading room I demonstrate the method. If you decide to learn, education room is entirely separate. Alpha Wave Trader is for those who learn the method and would like to ask questions, discuss, bring up different instruments, different time frames. Before I ever take a trade setup, I spell out everything I do. We also meet in Alpha Wave Traders room pre-market, analyzing the market structure and analyzing. Yes, Ray, excellent questions. 2 of our amazing graduates. If you listen to Dan and Hugh trading natural gas, Dan actually, I've never traded natural gas in my life. I've never looked on the chart, and we actually will be adding audio testimonies with our graduates who sharing what they're trading. So, Don and Hugh just informed me they love natural gas. They've been telling me how powerful natural gas is on Thursday. Good. So, I wanted to show you what Catherine said to me this morning. We have a girl, wild girl, who is trading DAX. She's been trading only for a couple of years, and she posted this today. I'm not kidding you. She posted this in the room. This was her trade on DAX this morning. So, students who take this method seriously become my dearest friends for life. I love when people come to me and they're passionate about learning price and they're seeing one incredible fact. Nothing in this world is random. Again, as I shared in this webinar, I studied price action for many years. I traded price action for many years. I've been through the trading jungle. I spent a fortune on software and indicators. Magic happened when I removed all the fluff and I started studying the price. I developed my own method. I've never learned anything that I found helpful until I listened to the whisper and I started paying attention to price. That's how I know where price begins, and that's what we teach in the course. So traders, pretty please let me know what questions you have about what instrument and what time frame, and I hope you had seen the invitation to the room. So if you'd like to ask me questions and analyze the instrument of your choice, please post the instrument and the time frame. I would like to start with futures, and I will continue on with stocks and forex. Here is CL10, so expect a pullback. You do not acquire trend position anywhere near this area. Yes, it will be absolutely recorded and email will be sent. Yes, yes, yes. So next question, I'm trying to pull up the text. What was on the alphabet? CL Renko 3. Let's go to CL Renko. Renko 3. Very, very small number on oil. On oil, I'm not touching anything less than 8. All right, what are we seeing currently on oil? CL3, very, very close to reversal zone. Came to your first target, reminding you the end of the minor trend is here. Very, very important. Know what not to enter into. And expect a pullback a couple of ticks away. Reversal zone 95.60. As a matter of fact, if we're going to be here 10-15 more minutes, we can bring up the chart to see what happens. But again, as I spelled out earlier, the end of the minor trend pullback, not far from reversal zone, expect a push to the upside. NASDAQ 377 tick. On the alphabet, we actually have DAX. What was the question on DAX? 13. Beautiful. Beautiful number, 13. Very, very strong Fibonacci number. Love 13. It's a beautiful number, especially if you're trading it on oil. All right. So here's DAX 13. Very, very powerful rally started at the inception of the trend. You had opportunity to buy DAX at 93 area. What has happened at the first target, the end of the minor trend? Reminder how critical this level is. It's the most important level in the market. This is where DAX decided for about 10 minutes despite very powerful volatility. Do I want to become major trend or do I want to remain minor? What has happened with the second target? Price had taken precise pullback back down to decision point 1 and oh no, here's the reversal zone. How predictable. Reminding you the danger of acquiring position. Knowledgeable alpha wave trader student and graduate would know not to acquire a position here. This is your ultimate destination. Reversal 2. And where did DAX collapse from finally? That's how price moves. That's all there is. DAX 13, as Catherine spelled out. Very, very powerful rally. I honestly don't know. I believe she's trading 1 and 5 minute charts. She's not trading range charts. She trades minute charts only. Okay, next question, NASDAQ 377. Now NG, what was the time frame on NG? NG 60, beautiful. NG 60. Okay. The powerful area to short NG was at 5300 area. This is massive, massive danger zone level. You don't want to touch that. It's a massive flop. So for the last 3-4 hours, NG is struggling for all the reasons you would expect. Once NG will get out of this level, NG will make it all the way to the end of the minor trend, 4462. What do I expect NG to do here? I expect NG to get weak push to the upside, a bit of a fluff, and I expect NG to head much lower south. So Thursday is NG news day, correct? We love, love, love oil and natural gas news days because you see how drastically more powerful prices versus fundamentals. All the time we have bullish news and we short, we have bearish news and we buy. Because if NG will be at reversal zone on Thursday, guess what? I don't care what the news will be. I'll be monitoring to buy because I know that price will override any news. I know that price does not care about the news. What would be the beautiful thing? If NG comes to these levels and the news is bullish. The combination of ultimate support and trend exhaustion with bullish news is incredibly powerful. If news is bearish, we're going to get a lot of flop, a lot of corrections, nothing exciting. So again, if you're at ultimate support and you have powerful bullish news, mega power. But as you could see on the blog and on YouTube channel, multiple oil news release days that show you multiple examples that price does not care about the news. All right. Those are targets, they're not entry points also. Those are Fibonacci levels that we use for targets. Okay, so what is the question that, ladies and gentlemen, you have on NASDAQ 377 tick? Let's go to NASDAQ. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, pretty please prepare questions. Ouch, what a collapse. Prepare questions about stocks and forex, but again, it has to be major stocks. So here's NQ waves. All right, the collapse on NQ started last week. Price reversed from decision point 2, reminding us only 15-20% of the time trend ends here. Second time price came to decision point 2, it tried to blast through decision point 1, but it didn't succeed, did it? And this was fascinating dance on NQ as expected when ultimate Fibonacci reversal level had been reached. But if you know how to read pure price action, you would know incredibly clearly this was only bullish corrections. Nothing meaningful was here to buy. Nothing whatsoever. And price struggled to reversal zone 2. Back down. If you can understand the price structure, the buyers every time tried to step in. This was the push on NQ, where one last time NQ attempted this. So this is a reminder how dangerous it is to acquire trend position at reversal zone, and how important to separate corrections from reversals. So currently this bearish structure on Q will continue drastically further down, drastically lower down. I would have to look on larger time frames, as in Q pointing down all the way to 3000 level. So it's quite phenomenal what we're witnessing here, something we had not seen in years. Very, very predictable. First target on monthly, price spelled out. It ain't got enough power to break through. Reminding you, this will forever remain the most critical level in the market structure. Very, very first target. Is that clear? All the levels drawn on Apple 6 months ago. Price does not care about earnings or anything else. This level was reached a month ago, almost 2 months ago. And price continued further down. I never pay attention to any of the news. I respect the market volatility, but I also know that price will always override any news. USDCAD, any other questions on stocks or Forex? Please let me know. 5-minute corn, how predictable. Seller stepped in when price finally make it to reversal zone on 5-minute. There we go, buy here. First target, second target, and ultimate reversal, reminding you, if you don't know where the end of wave 3 is, ouch. And if you don't know where decision point 2 is, what's causing this major flop on corn, nothing good will happen. So, last question, USDCAD daily. Let's go on Forex. Any other questions about stocks or Forex? Ladies and gentlemen, few more minutes. USDCAD daily coming up. Very, very powerful bullish trends that set up on CAD daily at about 107 area. First target, second target respected highly, 2 days. Selling pressure starting showing up for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, here is the bearish correction. Again, if you are brave to buy at the reversal zone, you don't want to ignore reversal zone 2. The trend still remains incredibly powerful, but this is a reminder. If you don't know where these levels are and you're acquiring a position, nothing good will happen. Dangerous. Reversal area, super duper aggressive trading. This area meant for trend exhaustion and profit taking, not trend inception position. Anything is possible, and that's exactly why day 1, 2, 3 price is struggling. I'm seeing more questions. I love questions. Okay, guys? 5 more questions max. Bounce 5-minute. The very, very powerful short trend on bounce 5 minutes started here. Price came to the first target and sought for about 10 minutes. Oh no! Price has enough juice to continue further down, but retrace to decision point 1. And again, when it made it to reversal zone, what has it done? Reminding you, be knowledgeable, know where not to acquire trend position, know where to expect corrections. And here is finally a reversal. But this reversal is not making very far, is it? It's taking a pause at decision point 2. So that's all there is, pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. That's all we teach. And that's all I demonstrate Alpha Wave Trader method on in our trading room. On S&P and oil. But if you choose to learn the method on whatever instrument, you can apply it as you please and as it applies to you, your psychology and your comfort style. So again, in the education course, everything done on range charts and hourly charts. In mentoring course, we can concentrate stocks, options, forex, renko, schmenko, whatever. Doesn't matter. It remains the same. So thank you guys so much. Unless you have any other questions, I look forward to seeing you in the trading room tomorrow. Thank you, Toby. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Pretty please send it to me. Call me. Love hearing from you. So if you believe that nothing in this world is random, if you are sick and tired of indicators, you came to the right place. So have an awesome afternoon. Tomorrow could be very interesting day. It could be a bit funky, a bit exhausted because very powerful trends for the last 2 days. Yes, it's 3-day invitation from Tuesday through Thursday. Pretty please do. Yes, absolutely. It is posted and it will be emailed to you. Again, do not save it as a bookmark. It will not work. You can learn how to trade larger time frames and you can trade however you like your options. I can put you in touch with the graduates who trade options. It is posted on the screen, James. Can everybody else see the link? It's posted on the screen. Please confirm. Yes. Awesome. James, do you see the link? It's on the screen in front of my chart. And it will be mailed to you first thing in the morning as well. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Any questions? I'm always open. Have an amazing afternoon and look forward to seeing you in the trading room tomorrow. Thank you. Adios, everybody.